old-time medicine show has gone the way of the dinosaur, with one exception. Tommy Scott produces, directs, and performs in the last medicine show in North America. Good morning, Tommy.
Hi, Norman. Hi, Canada. It's so nice to be back in Canada. You know, we've been coming to Canada for the past 25 years, and we just rolled in at Estevan this last Sunday, and we're going all the way across to the other side. Got 3 solid months of pitching herbs, roots, barks, and berries across Canada.
Tommy, you not only look the part, you sure sound the part.
Well, thank you, sir.
How far back do we go to find the idea of the medicine show?
2697 before Christ there is actual history back that far as to where they used the herbs, roots, and barks and berries for medicinal purposes. And this all started in China, way back in China. Then, of course, it came down through the ages to the States and to Canada. And, of course, the Indians picked up, and you think basically of the herbs, roots, barks, and berries as Indian medicine, you know.
Was it, in effect, a form of entertainment in America when it started here? Or did you actually did the old docs try and sell stuff that's going to cure their baldness or whatever?
There was no docs to start with. You see, it started off, the Indians would mix the different herbs and so on. But just like show business today, doc had to have something different to create attention. That's why they got the magicians and the musicians and everybody to create attention, so doc could get the crowd around, and then he could pitch his herbs, roots, barks, and berries, and that's how and it's D-O-C, not D-R, you know.
D-O-C for dog.
D-O-C for dog, right.
Listen, we've got a clip here of the sort of thing you do when you're actually traveling medicine show. We'll take a look at it, see what you do when you're performing on stage, come back and talk some more live on Canada AM.
There you go.
Here he is, Tommy Scott, in performance.
Now, if you've got to itch so bad, takes 2 to help you scratch, scratch, scratch. And if you can't hit thunder, cause your ears are full of wax. If your sugar booker's dad keep calling you a dirty heel, don't let your nerves get shook up or let out with a squeal. Don't take a dose to a cure-all and your trouble gotta go. And tell them you got it at the medicine show. Take well, ye bottle of the cure-all, Mother Nature's herb, roots, berries, and wine. Take well, ye bottle of the cure-all, bottle of the cure-all, Mother Nature's herbs, roots, berries, and wine. Take well, ye bottle of the cure-all, guaranteed to make you feel fine. Take well, ye bottle of the cure-all, Mother Nature's herbs, roots, berries, and wine. Take well, ye bottle of the cure-all, guaranteed to make you feel fine. Guaranteed to make you feel fine. Sold out, Doc.
Tommy Scott's old-time medicine show. That's the way he does it on stage. Now he's here with us in Canada AM. Did you actually, anytime, really sell anything?
Oh, yes. This Herb-O-Lac here was put together first by old Doc Chamberlain way back in 1890. Way back in 1890, and then he was 76 years old when I joined him, and I was just a young kid. And this would have been way back in the early 30s, and we sold it up to the 50s is the way we paid the bill.
What was in it besides herbs and berries?
Oh, well, there's rhubarb, and there was cascaria and senna, and it was a tonic laxative is what it was. It'd make you feel better and eat better, but the main thing was the doc. Now, you notice I changed hats right here on the set.
Yes.
Okay, Doc had to create attention, you see, to hold the people out there. And he had to make a believer out of the people. So what he would do is get up and make his pitch to them, and he would tell them what the medicine would do. They stayed a week in the town, you see, and the latter part of the week, he would ask somebody to come back on the platform, and he'd say, "Dear brother, how do you feel?" "I feel much better." Now, the reason, the mental attitude, that still goes today with your modern medicine. If somebody goes in to have a surgical operation or something, they say, "I've about had it." Well, he has. But if he goes in, "Let's get this over with and let me get on my way," then he's all right.
Has the old-time medicine show changed much over the years, Tommy?
We are the last. There's no more traveling medicine shows, and Norm, we don't actually sell the medicine anymore either.
What do you do then?
Well, we charge admission now, but we do exactly the same thing. Now, like old Bleb that you just seen in there just a minute ago, he does the comedy. He's been with me 32 years. He's my comedian and plays guitar. Scotty Lee was born and raised on this traveling medicine show and has never had another job. And I have never had another job in my life except for medicine.
I'm told that when you joined Doc Chamberlain's traveling medicine show, your salary was $6 a month. Is that right?
$6 a week, a little better.
$6 a week. You were in the big time.
Oh, I was in the big time. $6 a week, and I slip in the wagon.
No, I'm told, Tommy, that your show now grosses $800,000 a year. Is that true?
That is true. We do. We, of course, we don't sell the herbs, but we People want to see it. You take the grandfathers tell the grandkids, they say, well, I wish you could have seen the medicine show. Back in those days, it was the only entertainment that came to town.
You've been doing...
This is one of the last bottles right here.
Of Herb-O-Lac?
That's the real stuff, only 13 left.
You've been doing it for 45 years. Do you ever plan to retire, Tom?
Oh, my goodness, no. No, my goodness, no. I would never think about retiring. I'd like to say this. What in the world would I do if I were to retire? When the time comes for me to fold up the old medicine show and go into the great beyond, the great medicine show in the sky, I just hope that I might be able to look back, Norm, back to this earth and see the many, many millions of people that I have made happy traveling across the United States and Canada with Tommy Scott's real last old-time medicine show. Leave 'em smiling. That is the theme of the Tommy Scott Medicine Show.
Thank you, Tommy. Tommy Scott, old-time medicine show. Here's Wally.